Where do I even start? Quick warning, I talk a lot, I overshare, I ramble. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't. So let's get into it, I suppose. These last 2 days have been quite, quite something. The 15th, I requested off. So the night before the 15th, the 14th, I went to work. I was not feeling well since I only got 6 hours of sleep, and I told my lieutenant I don't feel good, even though I really, wasn't technically lying. But I got home, I did not fall asleep until 6, between the hours of 5 and 7. I woke up at 7. My boyfriend wanted to drop off my work clothes to me, but I told him no, and I had to apologize for the way that I went about it. Anyway, then I met up my kid's father at the school so we could pick up the badges that we needed for the field trip the next day. Then I went home to pack everything that I could possibly need to keep me occupied, busy, whatever, at the dealership, because I had an appointment later at noon. Then I had to consider traffic and then see what time I would have to leave. And I stayed there for 4 hours, paid $900 to fix the alignment, which I needed, and an oil change as well. And while I was there, I ended up confronting who I thought was my best friend that I met through work at the academy. If he gossiped about me, and he tried deflecting, I guess. I'm not entirely sure what the... Anyway, I told him, did you or did you not give me a yes or no? And instead of just simply saying yes or no, he gave me, all I said was this. And I was like, okay, well, that's all I needed to know, Like, I asked for something simple and you could not even deliver that. Moving on, I immediately after leaving the dealership, I thought I could go home and get my clothes to wash so I could knock that out and I could spend my next 3 days, trying to fit in as much as I can, and then that way to have at least one day for myself just to relax. I'm sorry if you can hear my neighbor upstairs. He's yelling like a madman, like it's not 12 in the morning right now. And I should be sleeping, honestly, but I took a nap earlier, but we'll get, whatever, it doesn't even freaking matter. Anyway, I don't even know where I left off, but I ended up not wanting to do anything because I was tired and I could not take a nap while I was at the dealership, which is, I guess it's pretty normal for anyone not to be able to fall asleep in public places. So instead of washing my clothes, my mom asked if I could take them out to eat, and I was like, with what money? I just dropped $900 on my car, and I was like, you know what, fine, let's go out, because they're kind of dealing with, my mom doesn't work, and my dad is a provider, but his work is kind of slow at the moment. Excuse me. So I take them out to eat, and I bring my ID, so I couldn't even get a drink to, wind down a little bit. After that, I go immediately straight home, and I do my best to fall asleep and get a good amount of hours before I wake up and try to figure out what it is that I need to take, and if there's anything that I can take from my house without making any other stops. And then I should I'm sorry. I'm just emotionally spent. So anyway, I go pick up Caesar, my kid's dad, from his house, and then we go straight to the field trip. I think it was in Houston Interactive Aquarium or something like. So then we get there, we meet the teacher up, we get our kid, and then we start going everywhere. wherever she wants to go because it's her day, wherever, however long. And a couple times, I'm not gonna lie, I got distracted by the animals and he got distracted by the animals, and then we turned and realized we did not see her anywhere. We called out her name and she did not answer, but I found her because I'm very good at, scanning and observing and looking at every single thing. And we found her right away. She was right next to us. Anyway, looking at another animal besides that. So after all that, we did get to sit down and have her eat. I refused to eat anything there. It was overpriced and I did not want to be unsatisfied and his money wasted. After the meetup spot, we did hit the gift shop. I got something for my boyfriend's mom's birthday, whose birthday was yesterday. If I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. But not really, because I'm tired. Anyway, so yeah, after that, we made a pit stop to grab something to eat, but I wasn't necessarily hungry for anything since I've cut out fast food, or cut it to the bare minimum. Anyway, we ended up stopping at a boba tea shop. I got a milk tea and some mochi that I've been wanting to try because I've never had it, and the way it looks like it's delicious. Anyway, besides the point, we ended up actually catching up and conversating, and nothing was awkward, like it has been prior. And he updated me on his friends, and it felt kind of nice, but I didn't want to give that vibe like we're okay, like we're back to how we were when we were together. After that, we went to go pick her up from school early. I dropped them back off, and instead of going to my mom and to wash my clothes and take her some chicken that she needed for the party this Sunday, I tried to decompress a little by watching TV. Then I took a nap because I was tired, and then I woke up and took a shower to get rid of the, I was still tired. That nap was not enough. And then I went back to scrolling or Netflix, and then I got hungry, so I ate some tuna. And then I ended up washing dishes, so that's one less thing for me to try to knock out tomorrow. Tomorrow is the school egg hunt. Speak clearly, thank you. And what else? I have a list of things to do that I made at the dealership, and it's I don't know, man. I'm just trying my very best. I really am. I'm so tired, and even though I'm in a relationship, it feels like I'm alone, and I'm really at the point where I might. I told him that I wouldn't, that I would be patient with him, but I've been patient with him for a good while, and I've made progress. I've changed. I learned how to communicate my feelings and what I would need from him, but it feels like he's changing at a snail's pace, and I don't know how much longer I can take it. And I really don't want to, because I really do love him and I want to be with him. I'm going to make a family with him, but at the same time, I also have to choose my peace. And if I will start over with someone else, and this time being more considerate of everything. Do you show up for me? Can you pick up without me saying a single word? You listen to me. Anyway, man, I'm going off, and I do not want to take up any more of your time, but thank you. I am tired. I think there's going to be different moods for every single freaking thing that I ever record. And I think we're just going to have to roll with that. So, hold up. You actually stayed for this? That's crazy. Bye.